Hey guys, it's Garrett DMG here. Hopefully everybody had a good New Year, and hopefully it was a safe New Year, and hopefully everyone's refreshed from all the bullshit. Um, my holidays was pretty decent. So was the end of the year and the beginning. But the rest of the world, it's just insane. So uh, get comfortable, guys, and I'm just gonna have an open discussion about it. Um, so yeah, here we go. Um, just a lot of crazy stuff has been happening um, in the world, and just nobody knows like where we're gonna go from here. It's getting so weird. Like the dating market is all fucked up. Just nobody's getting together. The economy is all messed up, and that they connect. Like the reason why nobody's getting together anymore is because nobody can afford to be together. Oh, Frank, you want to get married and have kids? Frank is sitting there. He's thinking about whether he's going to keep his job or not. Frank can barely afford to go across the corner store to get a fucking pack of bread, let alone think about start a family and start to have kids. You know what I mean? And that hit me personally. Like when I was dating and I had a girlfriend back when life seemed somewhat normal. I was thinking about that. I'm like, where am I going with my girlfriend? Yeah, we're gonna eventually have kids, maybe get married, but at the same time, it's like, why? Look at the economy we're having kids in. Look at the economy we're getting married in, having a relationship in. We're risking our lives, basically, in this life that we call freedom. This ideology of a free, obligated will of a life is just a complete it's completely non-existent in this America of 2026. It's non-existent. This ideology of you can start a family, have a home, a loving home to raise great kids that can provide and be productive citizens of society, it's completely out of the question in today's day and age. We have to be uh, competent to that ideology nowadays that there's just no will to start a family here in this country anymore because of the factors of the world. And with that knowledge, it drove me crazy. Everybody called me crazy. Everyone called me a fucking a nutcase because I had this different perspective on how this world is operating. And I feel like right now in 2025 to 2026, society is sort of catching up to that idea now. We're sort of linked to that thought like this is where we are going. A lot of shit isn't making sense. Government's corrupt. Um, Everything's expensive. You can't even afford a fucking pack of hamburg meat at the store. It's getting bad. And then back then politics used to be a thing where it's like, all right, it's a topic. If you're interested in it, you can talk about it. And then you had your life. But now it seems like Republican and Democrat, it's like bleeding into our lives now, our everyday livelihoods. And a lot of people feel like their freedoms are and their liberties are being taken away because now we have to choose a side. So that's getting weird too. You see how this is all like coming together? It's getting weird, is what I'm trying to say. This country is getting very strange. It's getting strange. And then we had people rising up that aren't politicians anymore. They're not even fucking actors. They just so happen to have something bad happen to them, and now they think they have some sort of directional pull on the world in the way a politician should, or the way the way somebody on a governmental level should have as far as direction wise on pointing where we should go. We don't want that. We don't. We don't need Nicki Minaj telling us where we're going as a society. We don't need that shit. I'm not saying that she's wrong with where she perceives the world. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we don't need to hear it. We don't have time to hear people who have better lives than us telling us where they view their politics and where they think the world should go. It's absolute nonsense and it shouldn't be allowed. Honestly, these people that are just around. You have no pull in what's going on and what the problems are in society today. So shut your mouth and can we focus on what's really going on so we can figure out a solution to that? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the energy that I'm on, because it's like we have these people that have no relevancy. They're not the president. They're not. Sit down and get out of the way, because the real dogs have to deal with the situation here. The president, we're talking about the House of Representatives, the people that pull to the problems that are really going on here. We're talking about people's lives. We're talking about people's families, their survival, the very survival of humanity, even, and free will. We don't need people who have no relevancy directing that, okay? So what I would like in society is I would like people who actually have relevancy and within our government and within confines of what we can do to stop whatever going on, to stop what's going on. Like, that's how I feel overall in this situation, because there's a lot of bullshit that just doesn't make any sense anymore in this society. The economy, the society, civilization as we know it, and the future. It's all in question. So yeah, like I totally understand why people my age, around 20s, 30s, maybe even 40s, they're scared. They're genuinely fucking scared for their futures. Because back then, there used to be a plan. You know what I mean? Alright, yeah, I'll work the shitty job, because I know the shitty job is going to benefit me and my bills and my livelihood. Maybe I can plan a future. But now it's like those jobs barely meet the benefits of what it means to have a free American life. So what's the relevancy of anything? Nobody's going to care about nothing. About absolutely nothing. I wish people could listen to more of my videos, because what I'm saying has to be checked out, man. I mean, even on how we vet the money in our society is ridiculous. These credit systems, these credit bureaus, they're completely corrupt. You know, and we're vetting these Americans based on their... We're vetting these Americans and we're directing their livelihoods based on these corrupt credit bureaus that are complete bullshit. These banks are completely benefiting off people, off the backs of hardworking Americans. And yet we're just falling under the ranker, because we can't control the economy. The higher ups do. And it kind of correlates, like the sun and the plants. You know, the plants can't control the sun can't control the plants, but they're in relationship with one another. That's not happening anymore with the trickle down society idea. It's not existent. So this is our future now. This is what our reality is. We're in a stagflation society. We're working jobs that can't pay the bills. It's like a magnet. When you put two together on the opposite sides, they have that opposing force that just push each other. That's what we're getting now in this economy. It's like we have two magnets, the bottom class and the higher class, and they have this distance between each other. And it's destroying our country. And it's destroying our economy. And because it's destroying our economy, that plugs into the confines of a functional civilization. So it's ruining everything. It's part of it. You know, it's just part of the many things on why the society just ain't working the way it should be. And the way that it used to. Even the way it used to was kind of rocky in the beginning as well. But that's a whole nother video on its own. But that's that's pretty much most of the topic that I wanted to discuss today in this video. It's pretty. It's not rocket science. If you look back in history and even today, just with where we're going, it's just it doesn't make any sense. Any sense. And we need more people that can get their hands dirty and really edit and fix what doesn't make sense in this country and what's holding us back and what's we need to do that. It's called checks and balances. We got to go through and see what the fuck doesn't make sense, what's corrupt, what's kick that out, get rid of that guy, fire them. We need to start doing that. Because if we don't, and if we're not acknowledging these things of relevancy, we could be set back years of production and progress. But that's the video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.